me, Tanisha O.
And Ike O.
And welcome to Tea with Tanisha O. So today, we're going to have a talk about teaching children conflict resolution. This came up because this morning he and I were chatting about his STEM program, and he was just sharing some really good news, and I'm going to let you guys hear from him what it was and how he got through it and like the phases that it took. So take it away, Ike O. What were you talking to me about this morning?
A couple of days ago, we had to do a group project at my STEM program.
Okay.
And my teammates were arguing.
Okay.
They were arguing over who would get this job first.
Is that common for kids to argue when they're trying to work through in a group project?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So what happened?
So I told them to stop for a second and think it through. So I gave them all separate jobs so that they won't argue.
So that's leadership. When you stepped in to give them all separate jobs, and great work. What did were they like, why are you telling us what to do, Ike? Or how did they take that?
They were saying they stopped and then they got to their jobs.
And
so we all got it finished.
And you reminded them that there was a deadline, a completion. And did you remind them that you had to work together?
I did. And so we all brought everything together from the PowerPoint and we got it finished.
Awesome. So talk me through. Have you always been this amazing leader who's like, hey guys, pull it together? No? Talk about that. How did you get to this point? Because this is awesome.
So, I think 2 years ago, the same incident happened, and my teammates were arguing, and so I went in and started arguing with them. So I got in trouble at school and at home.
Okay.
So when they started arguing a couple of days ago, it reminded me. So I stopped and thought for a second, and then I chose something different.
Awesome. So let's talk to people who may not know. Of course, they're not with us day in and day out. What are some of the things that we did as a family, as a mom and a son, to work through those conflict resolutions? What were some of the projects that I had you do?
So one project you had me do was to do how to work with others together.
Online, right?
Online.
So he went online and he researched how to deal with conflict resolution. Because guys, like parents, we have to teach our children this. This is not something that is just taught. And I noticed that he was showing up super aggressive in class. And so what was one of the things that I did as a parent when I was talking to you about it? Did I just tell you, Ike, it's your fault. It's your fault and you got to do better. Is that what I said? Yeah. How did that conversation go? What did I do? What did I say?
You said that if there was anything that you have done or daddy, you guys could change it.
Yes, we were accountable, right?
Yes.
So we're super competitive in our house. We love sports, all that stuff, but we're super competitive, and the way that my husband and I speak very directly, that can come off quite aggressive in the eyes of a child. And with that being said, he was taking those behaviors because he hasn't learned when to turn them on, when to turn them off, and they were showing up in class. And you know what? I had to take responsibility for that. The way this little guy shows up is a direct reflection of how we're showing up at home. So parents, if you see your children doing things, got to take a self-check and see what's happening. And so what about also some of the leadership training that we went through? Has some of those things helped you with choices?
A lot.
Yeah, so parents, I understand that not everybody is in a financial place where they can take their children through leadership training or any of those things. And it's honestly not about that. It really is about how we show up in our day-to-day lives. How we show up as parents is a direct reflection of what we are teaching our children. And if they are aggressive or they're bullying or any of those things, then guys, we have to step back and look at ourselves, right?
Yes, we do.
So is there anything else you want to share? First off, I want to say I'm super proud of you for taking that leadership role, for stepping up, and for working through conflict resolution very eloquently. You're going to deal with this throughout life all the time, and knowing how to pause and bring people together in order for you guys to accomplish a goal, that's a big deal.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you, my love. So what do you want to say to parents and to kids? What would you say, love?
Just keep doing a good job and make sure that when there's a problem, you stay calm.
Hey, stay calm in problems. Our world would be a better place if we all stayed calm, right?
Yes.
Didn't let words impact us so greatly that it just makes us become a crazy person. All right, anything you want to say to parents?
Parents, just keep doing a good job.
Yeah, leading by example.
Yes.
Lead by example. Well, that's it for us today. Thank you for hanging out with us. I'm Tanisha O.
And I'm Ike O.
And you know what? You can find us on all social media at Blending Our Love. And where do they need to subscribe? Right down there. Right down there. Thanks for hanging out with us. From our family to yours, we love you and we wish you the best. Keep blending your love. Ciao.